All right, guys, I'm back with chapter 8. Remember, at the end of chapter 7 of Lily to the Rescue, two little piggies, um, Lily had a plan. And she had her friend Casey, the crow, help her get the piggies, Dash and Scamper, loose from their cage. But why? Let's see if we can find out. Chapter 8. Scamper and Dash are very fast, but I was able to catch up with them. As soon as I did, their game shifted from let's chase small pigs to let's chase Lily. I could smell the scent of the mother pig as clearly as anything I'd ever smelled. Since the two little pigs were already chasing me, I turned and ran straight for some trees, tracking the scent as if it were a trail in the dirt. Scamper and Dash instantly followed. The trees were very familiar to where I'd seen and smelled the baby creature in the grass, but there were no other animals here except some squirrels high overhead. Scamper and Dash followed me eagerly. They seemed really happy to be in the woods. Though pigs are not dogs, they sometimes act like dogs even when there's an adventure happening. Scamper and Dash were as excited to race through the woods as I was. As I skillfully led the two pigs through the forest, I could see Casey tracking us from the air. He would flutter along and land in a tree, and then when we passed it, he would flap and go to another tree. It wasn't long before we were out of the trees and in a grassy field. I led Scamper and Dash up to a wire fence. I could smell the mother pig nearby, just on the other side of the fence. Her smell was strong, as if she spent a lot of time here. However, I could see no pigs, just flat ground. After a moment, one of the strangest looking horses I'd ever seen trotted closer. The horse's body was shaggy instead of smooth. What made it really bizarre, though, was its head, which was perched on a very long neck. Most horses have ridiculously large heads with huge noses. This horse thing had a face more like a dog's and ears that stuck straight up. The horse creature spotted me and came directly over to where Scamper, Dash, and I were huddled near the fence. I did not know if I should bark or not. The horse thing was odd, but it didn't seem to be a threat. In fact, it seemed more curious than anything, gawking at me. It was probably astounded to see an amazing dog and her pig friends. After a time of staring at the horse creature and having it stare back, I heard a woman's voice. "What do you see?" the woman called. I wagged as I saw a woman walking slowly across the field toward us. The odd horse turned its head to look at her. "What is it?" the woman asked. I decided that this horse creature couldn't talk any better than regular horses, or would have responded by now. All of a sudden, the woman clapped her hands together. "Piggies!" she said, and she started moving very swiftly toward us. "Piggies!" She was obviously happy to see me, which made sense because I'm a dog. When she was very close, she turned to look back and put her fingers to her lips. There was a very loud, very shrill whistle. "Pig, pig, 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 pig," she called in a high voice. I wonder if she had a dog named Pig, 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 Pig. But instead of a dog, a big, fat, pale-colored pig appeared around a corner of a house on the other side of the field. She came waddling over toward us, and I knew at once that she was the pig I'd been smelling since we had arrived. There was no longer a milk scent clinging to her, but she was definitely the source of the odor that had been painted all over Scamper and Dash the day I'd first met them. My little pig friends began squealing. At the sound of their voices, the mother's trot broke into a full-out gallop. Not a fast gallop, though. When animals get older, they don't move as quickly as Scamper and Dash. But I could tell that she was moving as swiftly as she could manage. She raced toward us while the horse creature stood frozen, clearly not sure what was going on. I honestly didn't understand everything myself, but the woman was now very close, and I knew that she would take charge the way people always do. "Could it be?" the woman asked. I heard the question in her voice and wagged, thinking that she was asking me if I was a good dog. Obviously I was. The woman was now right up to the fence, and the horse creature took a step back from her. She reached a hand through the wires, and I licked it. Then the mother pig arrived. My little pig friends went completely crazy, squealing and squawking and rubbing up against the wires and pressing their snouts at their mother. Their mother was squealing too. "Come on, pig," the woman urged. She began walking along the inside of the fence, and so I led Scamper and Dash in the same direction. Casey was watching from a nearby tree. The horse creature decided to tag along with us because I was a dog, and I obviously knew what to do when things are confusing. There was a good long stretch of fence, but after a while the woman came to a gate. She pushed it open. My two pig friends burst past me and ran to their mother, so I followed. The woman shut me into her yard with a clank of the gate. "I don't understand how this happened," the woman marveled. "But these are your babies, aren't they, Sadie?" she asked the big pig. Scamper and Dash were leaping all over their mother as if she were Brewster trying to take a nap. She was nuzzling them and making low, happy cries. Just then I heard a high voice coming from the direction of the trees. "Lily!" the voice called. It was Maggie Rose. So was that a horse that Lily saw when they came up to a fence? What animal was that? And what did Lily find out about these two little piggies? What did she find out? Or who did she find for them? And then next time we will read the last chapter, chapter 9. I'll see you next time.